today I want to share with you a new tool that I recently got from Abbey Bike Tools, which I'm really excited about. Now, for those of you who don't know, Abbey Bike Tools is a US manufacturer of bike tools based out of Portland, Oregon. And they really pride themselves on the fact that not only are their tools incredibly high quality, incredibly precise, but also that they're made in the United States with US materials. And they are quite proud of the fact that their stuff is made in the US with US materials, as evidenced by the sticker that comes with the tool that I bought. But I'm not gonna repeat what it says here just because I don't wanna get this video demonetized. But as you can see, they pride themselves on the fact that their tools are made in the US, and that's something I appreciate about them. Abbey Bike Tools, like I said, known for their precision, known for their high quality tools. I first heard about them actually when I read about the Crombie, which is sort of their most popular tool. It's a cassette tool, okay, to remove the lock ring. This one here is the double-sided one. So one side has Shimano and SRAM and the other side has Campagnolo. And it's really just an incredible tool. Now, this video is not about this tool. This was the first ever Abbey tool I bought, and I was blown away by the quality. And ever since then, I've been looking for new tools to add my collection from Abbey. Recently, in 2023, Abbey released a new tool called the TWay, and here it is right here. So, two things before we get into the video, I just want to mention real quick. First of all, Abbey did not send me this tool for review purposes or for free. I spent my own money on it. These opinions are my own, nothing to do with Abbey. Abbey, if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. I will, trust me, I will gladly accept that. But this was bought with my own money, and I am very happy that I did, okay? Now, second thing on the subject of money is that this is not a cheap tool, okay? And some of you might say, oh, that's overpriced. And I don't think it's overpriced, it's expensive. Right? It's an expensive tool. It's made in the US, US labor, US materials. That's gonna cost more than something made overseas. That's just the reality of it, right? The attention to detail, you know, the research that went into this, the prototypes, I imagine, like this is really just a high quality tool with really, you know, a lot of thought put into it. It's gonna cost you more than something that you buy, you know, from a big box store or, you know, even something that's bike specific, but that was made overseas or made to a certain price point. Again, you're not buying this because it's cheap or because it's good value. You're buying it because it's just a beautiful tool that works well, and you can tell that someone with passion built it. So with that being said, the price for this is $60 for the TWay if you get either the fixed bits, so you can choose whether you want, you know, like a 4mm, a 5mm, and a 6, or 4.5 and T25, or there's a couple different options. You can customize it, so you can tell them, hey, I want a 3, a 5, and a T10. Or if you want to get the included bits here from Wera, which I'll talk about a little bit later, this adds another $60, and it comes with a bit holder made by Abbey. So basically $60 for this, and then $60 for this, $120 for these two together, but you can buy this separately, and you can also buy this separately if you're just looking for a nice set of bits with a premium bit hold. So let me tell you a little bit more about the TWay and what I love so much about it. So the TWay is a multi-tool. Think of like one of those Y tools. Let me actually get one real quick. So it's basically their version of this. This is a park tool version. This is sort of a more vintage one, which I kind of like. This one here is a 4, 5, and 6mm Y tool, and most bike tool manufacturers have their own, and they all sort of have their own kind of spin on it, right? Some of them have, you know, they'll have like a 4 and a 5 and a T25, sort of like the most used things on modern bikes. There's a variety of, you know, iterations of the Y tool. This is not a new thing, right? This is a tool that's been around for a long time. It's a really helpful tool. It's really like you can do most things on a bike with just a Y tool. So it's a nice tool to have. Abbey has a separate kind of multi-tool. I won't call it a Y tool because it's not shaped like a Y. They call theirs the 4-way, and it's basically just a 4-way sort of like, not a T handle, but like a cross handle. So it has two sort of longer ends and two shorter ends. I'll put a picture of it up here on the screen. But basically, this was their first iteration of the multi-tool. And then recently in 2023, last year, they came out with this, the TWay, which is basically the same concept, but rather than having 4, you only have 3, but you have a much longer sort of axis right here. And then with these two things, with these two, you know, hex bits right here, and the added leverage of the long handle, you can get a lot of leverage onto whatever fastener you're working on, as well as having more precision on the sort of longer end. Essentially what Abby have done is they've taken one of these sort of T-handle tools. This is one from Park Tool, which has just 3 of the same. So this is a, what's this? This is a 6mm, and basically you've got 6, 6, and 6. So basically what they've done is they've taken this concept and applied it to the concept of a sort of 3-way multi-tool. Now the cool thing about this is that you can sort of configure it in a variety of different ways. So on the Abby Tools website, when you go to choose, which version you want, you have a couple options. There's some pre-built ones with fixed bits on here, so you can choose like a 4.5 and a 6, a 4.5 and a T25, whatever you want. You can do a custom tool, so you can say, I want a 4, a 6, and a T30, or whatever crazy combination you can come up with. Or the third option is that you can order the TWay with a complete set of 10 different bits in this magnetic bit holder, also made by Abby Tools. And this thing is really, really high quality. The bit holder, it's got an incredibly strong magnet on the back. So I'm just gonna put it on the TWay here, but it is on there. I mean, look at that, right? This thing's not going anywhere. The bits are also held on magnetically. That's not, it's not going anywhere, right? These bits are loose in here, like you just pull one out, right? But the magnets, that's not going anywhere, right? And then you have an entire selection of bits, and these are actually made not by Abby, but by Wera, which is a German company, if I'm not mistaken, although these bits, I believe, are made in the Czech Republic. These bits are incredibly high quality. Wera are known for having incredibly good bits. I use their Wera Hex Key Plus because just the engagement of the Wera bits are second to none, honestly. The fact that Abby was like, we're not gonna try to make bits because that's not what we're good at right now, right? That's not what we're gonna try to do. Rather than slapping together some low quality bits, they're like, look, we're gonna take this company's bits, Wera, we know they're incredible, we're gonna make a holder for them to use with our tool. Sort of having, maybe not the humility, but the knowledgeability of working with bike tools of saying, hey, these are the best ones on the market. We're not gonna try to reinvent the wheel. You get these bits, right? But we're gonna make them even more usable for you with the bit holder and obviously with the T-handle itself. I just got this in the mail earlier this week. I've been using it for about a week now. And I mean, I'm just so impressed with it. Like at the end of the day, it is just, a 3-way tool, but the fit and finish on this thing is just incredible. I mean, the knurling on the handle, it is just perfect, right? Like it is, micrometer perfect. It feels really grippy, sharp, but in a good way. Like not like it's gonna hurt your hand, but like you're gripped onto this when you need to. I like the fact that you essentially have 3 different leverage positions. So you have sort of this stubby bit here at the front, a little bit longer here on the back, and then the really long one here. So depending on how much leverage you need, you have a couple different options, and you can essentially place the bits wherever you want them, right? And if you buy it with the, with the bit set, like I did, you can just sort of decide, okay, what job am I working on? All right, well, this job requires, let's say a 5mm, slap that in there, it requires a 3mm, throw that in there, and then a T15, I don't know, right? Throw that in the bottom, and you know exactly what you need, and it's all put together. Move on to another job, and you say, okay, well, I don't need this T15 anymore, right? Now I need a 2mm, throw that in there, fully configurable. These, right, they're not going anywhere. Throw them on your work stand. If you have a work stand with some metal on it, it'll just, be magnetic onto there, or you can put it on your toolbox, whatever you need. And this bit holder, I mean, yeah, it's a simple thing, but it's just so well done. I mean, the machining, even on the inside where the magnets are, it's just so premium. Obviously, this is a luxury tool, right? You're not buying it because it makes sense financially. This is gonna do the same thing, honestly, right? At the end of the day, maybe the bits aren't quite as high quality, but if you just want like super high end, made in the US, people who care about their product, kind of hard to beat Abby Tools. I gotta say, I've been really impressed with all of their tools so far. I'm excited to buy more of them. They are pretty pricey, I have to say, but I do work on bikes pretty much every single day, and it's not an investment, but it's something I do every day, and it makes me happy to have nice tool. All in all, I just wanted to share this tool with you guys and show you what I love about it so much. So short little video today, but thank you so much for watching. If you're interested, Abbey Bike Tools, I'll put a link down below. Not affiliated, not sponsored. I just like their tools. Check them out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.